What's up, everybody? Back in the model studio. This time I'm working on a AMT 71 Duster 340. I've already built two of these kits. This is something new I wanted to try. I wanted to try more of a patina, more of a rust bucket car. I'm not going to go completely rusted out. I want this to be kind of a car that this dude got, built the engine in it, put new exhaust on it, but she's still nice and rusty. It needs the body work. This is the kit that I'm using, the AMT Plymouth 71 Duster 340. Again, I've already built two others of this particular model. It's a great kit. Here's a quick shot of the other two Dusters that I did. Again, it's the exact same kit as the Rust Duster. I just kind of built them in two different ways. Of course, this one's in that beautiful metallic blue, and this one's in yellow with a vinyl top. I did the vinyl top custom, which I'll go over in another video how I did that. It's basically using masking tape and a flat black, but it turned out pretty cool. This one does have the standard 340 in it, all wired up, and this one has the 346 pack. Again, just to change them up a little bit. And I love that bright orange shift knob in there. Just kind of makes for a nice pop. Well, you can actually see the interior. It's in focus for once, but yeah, both of these cars turned out really cool. I just love the Plymouth Duster. To kind of show you my process, what I started out with was this Rust-Oleum flat red right here primer. A lot of guys use this. It works out perfect. It's an excellent rust color. And then after that dried, of course, I used the salt method where I sprayed it with water, put the salt down where I wanted it. I let that dry, and then I shot it with a flat white, and then I let that dry, and then I kind of used a toothbrush and my fingers and stuff and scraped it all off to get that nice rust effect. And then after that, I used some sandpaper and then went down and kind of sanded the sides a little bit to get some of this to kind of bleed back through, like the paint's kind of wearing off and got some light rust in certain areas. Then after that, I took some Tester's rust color in the little enamel jar, and I dry brushed on top of some of the rust on here just to build it up a little bit, give it some more texture. And then I took the Tamiya weathering kit and then just kind of lightly patted in some lighter rust, a couple little drips right in here and stuff. And then I took the Molotow pen, I went around the window trim, and then before it completely dried, I took my finger and just kind of rubbed it down just to kind of dull that shine down. I didn't want it to be too rusted out on the window trim. I just wanted it to be kind of dull. And but I may go in and add a few more effects into this thing just to tidy it up even more. But so far it's looking pretty cool. As far as this bumper, I took the stock bumper, I sprayed it with a flat clear, and then took some of the Tamiya rust. I kind of scraped it up with the tweezers and then sprinkled it over the top. Actually, I put a little bit of quick shine on here at first to make a sticky surface, and then I sprinkled some of that rust on there. And then I took a toothpick and just kind of dabbed along here just to kind of break it up and to make it look like little rust spots. And after that, I took a little bit of alcohol on a Q-tip and then rubbed out in a few spots to kind of rub off some of that flat clear so it wasn't completely dull. So it looks like, a chrome bumper that's just been aged and it's got a little bit of rust on it, but it's still a nice savable bumper. Here's a quick shot of the undercarriage. I did a little bit of weathering on it. Still got a little bit more to do. I don't want to go too crazy on the exhaust because, again, I want this car to look like this dude got this old Duster. He built the engine in it, put brand new exhaust on it. So I wanted it to look driven, but not completely rusted out like I'm going to have the rest of the car look. But the chassis, again, what I did is I used some of the weathering. I did some dry brushing, a little bit of panel liner, just a mixture of mediums. You can just go crazy with it. There's no right or wrong. The only thing is you don't want to look contrived on anything. Everything needs to be kind of just random. But that's what makes it fun. It's almost like art, you just go in there and it's like you're doing an abstract painting. Still working on the interior. So far I sprayed it with a flat black. Again, I used the Rust-Oleum flat. It just works out really good. It dries fast. And then I took a wash of this Tamiya, it's called NATO Black. It's kind of a gray. I used that and then a flat tan. I just kind of mixed that together to make kind of a light grayish wash, and took a lot of water, made a real loose wash, and just kind of dabbed everything on here, just kind of abstract once again. Then took a paper towel and then dabbed it just to get some nice effects, and then did some scraping and stuff where it looks like the vinyl's kind of ripped and stuff like that. But I got a little bit more work to do on it to give it that realistic look that I'm going for. I don't want it to be completely ragged out, but I want it to look nice and aged. And we'll just have to keep working with it and go from there. And here's a little shot of that beautiful 340 that he built to put in that nice rusty car. I did do the boots on this one this time. Usually I just kind of drill a hole in the distributor and stuff the wires in there and then run them down. It's kind of cheating, but really when it's in the car you can't really tell. But I did go ahead and order some plug wires with the boot material, so I decided to go ahead and install those on the distributor, if you can see in here. It took me about an hour just to get those in there, because I mean, it's real tedious work. But I think it looks really nice. So I got those ran, even got the solenoid right there, or the ignition coil, sorry, with a boot on that. This is what I use for spark plug wires on most of my builds. It's for 1/24th, 1/25th scale. I actually get this off of eBay. It's by Golfer Racing. You can get all kinds of different colors plug wires, and also comes with the boot right there if you want to make your boots either to go in the cylinder heads or for your distributors. Again, you can get these in all sorts of colors. I usually use the yellow to kind of mimic Excel wires. But I've also used red and black. But it's a perfect wire. It works really good. And again, I love that it comes with the boot material to give it that extra detail. And kind of a quick tip on the panel lines. I did go in and accent these panel lines just a little bit. But what I like to do, instead of using the Tamiya panel liner, this stuff right here, which works really good for weathering stuff or just for bringing out details. But as far as using them on the body for panel lines, you're just asking for disaster unless you're a complete professional, which I am not. So what I like to do is I use this, it's by Molotow. It's a black liner permanent marker. This is a shot of one right here. This is the, let's see, it's the 0.3. It's got an itty bitty little tip on it, if you can see that. And you can just go in and just draw out your panel lines. It's a lot easier to do it, a lot more controlled. You don't have to worry about any kind of mess like you do with the panel liner by Tamiya, because that stuff, again, if you screw up one time, it gets all over your body. Everything's just about ruined. So again, that's just a quick little tip. I got this on Amazon. I'll put a link for it in the description. It comes in this one comes in 4 different sizes. And you can use it to color in small detail parts and stuff. Stuff that's kind of hard to hit with a paintbrush. But again, it works out really good to bring out your panel lines. Alright guys, just thought I'd do a quick update on this build to show you where I'm going with it. It's something new. I've never done a weathered / rusty car, patinaed car before. Pretty much everything I've done has always been kind of show car build or driven. I like to dirty my chassis up a little bit anyway to make them look driven, just to get that realism detail. But so this is pretty cool to do something like this as taking the first shot at it, and so far I'm pretty happy. So again, pretty excited to see this sucker come together. Alright guys, it's a lot of fun. We'll see you on the next video. Until next time, Molotow Dude 81. Peace out.